So, this is the 3 reasons why normal inflation is needed. But what if prices aren't going up? What if prices are falling? Next video, right after this. Well, next video is about deflation. I know it's weird. Usually the next video after this video. The price of things are generally going up, but there are some times when prices actually drop. How can this happen when we just talked about how prices don't usually go down? Let me explain. Deflation occurs when prices drop and the general level of the cost of living falls. At first glance, it sounds like a win for consumers. Who wouldn't like lower prices? However, it can be dangerous for an economy, leading to a slowdown and unemployment if it's too extreme. Here's why. Let's take a look at a scenario to see how deflation affects the economy. Imagine our 5 friends still have $10 each, but now the bread price has fallen from $5 to $3. Each person wants to buy 2 loaves, but there are still only 5 available. With more demand, the bakery could be happy, but now they need to sell 2 loaves for $5 instead of $10. The bakery takes a loss, potentially $5. They can't keep doing this forever. So, they either cut jobs or reduce working hours to cut costs, which affects the workers. Seeing that his income falls, one of the friends decides to save more and buy less, hoping to save enough for a special item. With fewer customers, the bakery needs to lower prices further to attract buyers. A vicious cycle starts. People want to buy more because prices are falling, but lower sales force the bakery to lower prices even more, affecting workers' income and encouraging more savings, leading to even lower sales. It feels like everyone's stuck in quicksand and no one is buying anything. No one benefits. The whole economy slows down. Remember how the bakery has to sell 2 loaves for $5 instead of $10. If the bakery cuts jobs to compensate for the loss, the worker who loses their job may not have enough money to buy the 2 loaves anymore. Even if they do, they can't afford a loaf at $5, because the price has doubled since they last bought it. Prices falling can be great for consumers, but if it's too much and too fast, it causes bigger problems. Normally, small inflation is better for the economy. Small deflation is possible, but it's not a huge issue. If people think prices will continue to fall, they may wait before spending money, which isn't great for the economy. So, small deflation isn't that bad, but extreme deflation can cause serious problems. Deflation hurts people with debts. If you owe someone $5 and the price of bread increases to $10, the debt is easier to pay back because you earn more. But if the price of bread falls to $3, the debt becomes harder to repay because you earn less. For example, the Japanese economy suffered for more than a decade with very low inflation and even occasional deflation due to the asset bubble burst in the 1990s. During this period, Japan's GDP decreased, unemployment rose, and the country's economy struggled. To avoid similar situations, central banks try to keep inflation under control by adjusting interest rates, controlling the amount of money in the economy to ensure steady growth and stability. So, basically, inflation is necessary to make the economy stable. But what if inflation is uncontrollable and keep increasing rapidly? Well, let's talk about it. Hyperinflation. You've heard stories about countries with extremely high inflation where people carry around wheelbarrows of cash for basic goods and services. But how does hyperinflation occur, and what are its causes? Well, there are several key factors. First, uncontrolled money printing. Printing too much money can lead to inflation.